Dow Jones futures are trading down almost 1,000 points. The S&P is down limit. The NASDAQ is down limit. Markets around the world are reeling, and why is that the case? I think what we're seeing, what we saw in Brexit and what we're seeing here is the response to people who are dissatisfied, who are angry, who are unhappy with. Basically, I think we've got huge problems with potential immigration fears and economic fears and whatnot. And the opportunities that happen in England, the opportunity that is being offered by Mr. Trump is one of isolationism, protectionism, and change. And that's where we're at. It's scary. You know, I'm not going to take a side on who I supported. I'm just saying that either candidate for me was unacceptable. That was my son and my dog walking by at 1:30 in the morning, all of us waiting anxiously to see what's going on. It's a curious event. It's really unprecedented, and I really believe it's going to have effects on markets all over the world for a little bit. Net at the end of the day, from what I understand, you know, we don't know. Look, the market had worked itself up to a Hillary win, and that's why the market had rallied recently. The market felt more comfortable with the certainties of Mrs. Clinton as opposed to the uncertainty of Mr. Trump. People had made a big bet into the markets, and that unfortunately this is now turning out to be contrary to what the market believed, and that's why we're seeing this incredible reaction. He brings to the table uncertainty, he brings to the table fear, and that's why the markets are responding. People are unwinding positions, getting out of long positions that they had maybe made a bet. All that being said, is he good for the market? Is she good for the market? We really don't know that. His policies, if he follows them up, could potentially be ones. He wants to build infrastructure. He wants to be a little more isolationism. He wants to rebuild manufacturing in this country, the industrials, bring back jobs to the U.S., and basically rebuild our economy. All these are great things. They're good for the market, they're good for earnings, they're good for economy in every way. So is he a man of his word? We don't know. Is this a possible endeavor that he's going to embark on? We don't know. So that's where we're at. Are we going to have some major problems worldwide from some of the hate and madness that he's been spouting? Indeed we will. Turkey, the Middle East, Russia, the Baltics. We're going to have problems with these people because he has been spouting a lot of negative things about them. And how is the world going to respond? Throwing out Muslims, putting a wall up in Mexico, you know, from the positive side, redoing trade agreements, bringing back jobs, changing our energy policies, changing Obamacare. These are potentially positive things. But some of the things that he was spouting could be perceived negatively, no doubt. Is the market reacting in a negative way? Yes. Will it stabilize? I believe so. Is this a great buying opportunity when the bleeding stops? I believe so indeed, net at the end of the day. Markets tend to equalize, markets tend to react to headlines, markets tend to react to uncertainty. At the end of the day, this is a buying opportunity, and I would be watching it carefully. We don't know what's going to happen. So you are going to see some volatility, you are going to see some fear, you are going to see some selling. And at the end of the day, it's all going to settle down. Everything's going to go back, perhaps not to the way it was, but tonight, November 8th, is the day the world changed.